Are you ready?
Hey peeps, how's it going? I want to thank everyone for yesterday, I was going to say last night. DSA killed it all across the board. Michael Mike had a great day. He gained 100 subs in one day. You guys seem to be digging the pregame, the live game, and the postgame show. So thank you to all you guys for supporting the DSA. And without further ado, let's just talk football, man. It seems like it's a rare Detroit Lions victory Monday, or however you would word that, however they use it on Twitter. But the Lions, at the end of the day, accomplished their goal of beating the LA Chargers. Was it pretty? No, it was not pretty at all. There was a lot of things the Lions did wrong, but when it came down to it, every clutch play that the Lions needed to make, they made it. This team has playmakers. Stafford did not play the best game of his career. Certainly wasn't his worst. But at the end of the day, when the game's on the line, you know Stafford's going to make plays. Slay had a rough game the entire way. But guess what? Philip Rivers kept testing the fire and threw it Slay's way again, and it cost the Chargers the game. You know, there was a lot of key plays there. The fumble on the goal line, putting in Amendola and taking out Agnew. The Lions made adjustments and got better as the game went on. So with that being said, the Lions are still technically undefeated, even though we had that tie, which it's an eyesore to me. I hate looking at it when it shows a record in the game and it says 101. It's just a pet peeve. I hate ties. It's dumb to me, but I'm not going to go in the past and drag on it. We have to play the Philadelphia 76ers. Yikes. I am in basketball mood. I almost cut the video out. We are playing the Philadelphia Eagles. There we go, Drew. And they just lost to the Atlanta Falcons. I almost said the Hawks. I'm ready for basketball, if you can't tell. So, here's the thing, okay? Philadelphia is always a tough place to go into and win, no matter how good whoever they have on their team. It's always a tough place to go in there and win. Their fans are very similar to Detroit Lions fans. No matter what their record is or how bad they play, they show up and they're crazy. They play outside. That is going to be a very key factor in this game. I would imagine Patricia's going to have the guys practicing outside today. He did that last year, although we played indoors. Don't know what that was all about. I think that prepared us for the Green Bay game, but we're going to have to practice outside and get used to it. I do not like it when the Lions play outside, when they do not play in a dome, because they're not used to it. They play in a dome. They practice in a dome. It's just a different type of atmosphere. So I imagine they're going to practice outside. Okay? I imagine they're also going to be watching what the Atlanta Falcons did to beat the Eagles. I don't think the Eagles are necessarily that great of a football team. I think the Dallas Cowboys are going to win their division, and I don't like the Cowboys. But the Eagles are missing something. They just don't seem like the same team that, went to the Super Bowl. Maybe it's I don't believe in Wentz. I don't know what it is. But I'm not sold on this team. I think that they're going to be competitive and possibly might get a wild card spot. But they're like a 9-7 team, 10-6 at best. Maybe 8-8 at the, maybe. I don't know, okay? Here's the thing, though. You're going from one pass rusher in Bosa to Fletcher Cox. Giggity. That's a funny name. I don't care who you are. If Decker's not healthy, we did a solid job in scheme. We put guards. We did switch formations. We put fullbacks and halfbacks on the left side. And we put TJ Hawkinson and Jesse James on the left side to help out the void of not having Decker. So I imagine, whatever side Cox is going to, we're going to have to double him. That's just a give me. But really, the Lions are going to have to establish this run game sooner than later, okay? Because we've all expected this to be a run-heavy team, and quite frankly, this is kind of ugh. You know, I think we made some good progress against the Chargers, but you know, like, we don't commit. If it doesn't work, we scratch it out. With having Bevel coming in here, you know, we thought it would be run. When it's pass, Stafford's downfall is a gunslinger, okay? He's not going to always make the right decision. He's going to try to force a play in there, and, you know, he did throw 2 picks last week. So that's the downfall to Matthew Stafford. But rather than that, he's having a great year so far. Run the ball a little bit more, try to establish it, but this offensive line is just not getting the right push. I'm not sure if it's coaching or what it is, if it's the scheme, but this offensive line is just not very, very useful to Kerryon Johnson. Kerryon Johnson is making a lot of plays in the backfield as soon as he's getting the ball, making defenders miss, and he got banged up for it. I don't know how serious that injury is going to be yet, but he came back into the game, so he didn't play, but he came back to the sideline. So we should see relatively by Wednesday, maybe Thursday at the latest, how his condition is going to be, but he should be fine. Defensively, we got to figure that defensive line out, because that's getting zero pressure, and going against Carson Wentz, you're going to want to get pressure on this guy. I believe Deshaun Jackson and Jeffrey both got injured. I'm not sure if they're going to play or not, but those guys are going to be a very, very troubling duo for the secondary. So you're really going to be relying on your front 7 to get some kind of pressure and throw some of that timing off down the field. Deshaun Jackson looks like he's coming back and do Deshaun Jackson. I don't know what's going on with this defensive front, because we put the most money into it. It was supposed to be one of our best attributes to this team, and it's not getting any pressure to the quarterback at all. So watch what the Philadelphia Eagles do offensively. Study this film. Find a blitzing, okay? Stop playing prevent and getting burnt and prevent. It's ridiculous. This defense did a great job of holding the LA Chargers to 10 points. However, the Chargers were missing a lot of key pieces. This game for the Detroit Lions is very big, because this is really the first test of strength to see what kind of team this is actually going to be, because the Philadelphia Eagles, whether they make the playoffs or not, they are going to be a playoff contender. This is going to be a very tough, hard-fought game for the Detroit Lions. You can't take this game off. You're going to have to go out there and make it close at the least if you cannot win, because coming back home to the Kansas City Chiefs, you have like a 15% chance of beating Kansas City, bearing injuries, okay? You have to go out there. You're going to have to win this game, because you really don't have time to lose. But if you can go out there and show me that you can hang with the Eagles, all should be good, okay? I will not be surprised if this team is 1-1-1 after this game, and then 1-2-1 after Kansas City. So that is why the Arizona game was so important to win, because of this tough schedule early on. The NFC North is very close. Green Bay's 2-0, first place. We are 1-0-1 in second place. And both Minnesota and Chicago are both 1-1, tied for last place. So we do not have time to waste. This race is already important. I don't think anyone necessarily in the NFC North is that much better than us. Everyone has got their weaknesses. I don't think Green Bay is as good as a 2-0 start. I think if Chicago had a better offense, everyone could be 1-1. So who knows, man? It's gonna be a crazy race. But leave it down in the comment section below. Instagram, Twitter in the description as well, and all DSA members in the other. Be sure to check all those fellas out, and I'll see you peeps in the next one. Peace.